Are your deepest desires for wealth held back by invisible chains? Do you feel a profound inner conflict between your spiritual values and the yearning for financial freedom? What if the secret to becoming a millionaire wasn't found in relentless hustle, but in the profound, restorative power of surrender? Specifically while you sleep? Hello and welcome. I am Elias Vance, and you are listening to The Abundance Alchemist. Tonight, we embark on a journey unlike any other, a journey into the alchemical transformation of your subconscious mind, powered by the most natural and restorative state known to humanity, sleep. For too long, we've been conditioned to believe that abundance is something you chase, something you acquire through sheer force of will, through hustle culture and relentless striving. But what if I told you that true sustainable prosperity isn't about acquisition, but about alignment? It's not about pushing harder, but about becoming the magnetic force that naturally attracts wealth. This audiobook is not about quick fixes or shortcuts. It is about a deeper understanding, a profound rewiring. We are going to explore how you can consciously harness the power of your sleep, that vast, often untapped ocean of your subconscious, to dissolve the hidden money blocks that have been silently sabotaging your financial dreams. We will explore how to transform those deeply ingrained beliefs, those energetic resistances, into powerful seeds of a millionaire mindset, nurtured and brought to fruition while you rest. Imagine this. You drift off into a deep, rejuvenating sleep, and while you are in this state of profound peace, your mind is actively, gently and effectively being reprogrammed for wealth. You are not fighting against your subconscious. You are collaborating with it. You are not forcing manifestation. You are becoming the embodiment of abundance itself. This is the alchemy we will practice together. We will bridge the ancient wisdom of transformation, the very essence of alchemy, turning base elements into gold, with the modern science of neuroplasticity and sleep psychology. You'll learn how to identify the spiritual roots of your financial limitations, and more importantly, how to transmute them. This isn't just about attracting money. It's about cultivating a deep, unshakable sense of worthiness and alignment with the abundant flow of the universe. So, settle in. Prepare to surrender. Tonight, we don't just sleep. We transmute. We don't just dream. We architect our abundance. Let the alchemical transformation begin. Chapter 1. Understanding Subconscious Programming and Financial Blocks. The human mind is a remarkable instrument, a vast universe of thought, emotion, and memory. And within this universe, the subconscious mind holds the reins of power, often more than we realize. Think of your conscious mind as the captain of a ship, skillfully steering the vessel. But your subconscious? That's the engine room, the deep currents, the vast ocean itself. It's where the fundamental programming lies, the deeply ingrained beliefs and patterns that dictate your reality. If your subconscious is programmed for scarcity, for unworthiness, for fear of wealth, regardless of your conscious affirmations or efforts, that scarcity will manifest. It's like trying to sail a ship with a faulty compass or a hidden leak. No matter how skilled the captain, the destination will be compromised. So if you've ever felt stuck, if you've diligently practiced law of attraction money techniques only to find your financial situation stubbornly unchanged, the answer lies not in trying harder, but in looking deeper into the fertile soil of your subconscious. These financial blocks aren't necessarily born from a lack of effort or intelligence. More often, they are the residual echoes of childhood conditioning, societal narratives, past experiences, and even inherited family patterns. They are the whispers that tell you money is evil, rich people are greedy, or the more insidious, you are not worthy of wealth. These whispers, amplified over years, become a deafening roar in the subconscious, creating an energetic dissonance that repels the very abundance you seek. I remember speaking with a client, let's call him David. David was a brilliant entrepreneur. his conscious mind brimming with wealth manifestation strategies. He'd read every book, attended every seminar, yet his business plateaued. He'd consistently undercharge, shy away from opportunities that felt too big, and find himself sabotaging his own success at critical junctures. When we delved into his subconscious, we discovered a core belief, planted in childhood: if I have too much, I'll be abandoned. His subconscious, desperately trying to keep him safe by preventing too much wealth, was actively working against his conscious desires. His inner child was terrified of prosperity because it equated it with isolation. It wasn't a lack of skill. It was a deeply programmed fear, a healing money block rooted in his personal history. The problem with these subconscious programs is their stealth. They operate below the radar of our conscious awareness, dictating our emotions, our decisions, and ultimately, our financial outcomes. They create what I call an abundance identity mismatch. Your conscious self might desire abundance, but your subconscious identity is rooted in scarcity. This internal conflict generates resistance, anxiety, and a perpetual sense of striving without arriving. To truly attract sustainable prosperity, we need to address the root cause. We need to become alchemists of our own minds, transforming those limiting, fear-based programs into empowering, wealth-attracting blueprints. And there is no more potent, no more efficient time to do this than when your conscious mind is at rest, allowing your subconscious to be more receptive to profound change. This is where the alchemy of sleep meditation truly shines. It's about reprogramming from the deepest level, ensuring your inner world aligns with the outer abundance you wish to create. Chapter 2. The Science Behind Sleep Meditation and Neural Rewiring. The idea of transforming our minds while we sleep might sound like something out of science fiction, but it's deeply rooted in scientific principles. For decades, researchers have understood that sleep isn't just a passive state of rest. It's an active period of consolidation, repair, and crucially, neuroplasticity, the brain's remarkable ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. During sleep, particularly during the delta wave stages, our brains are in a state of heightened receptivity. This is when memories are consolidated and information is processed and integrated. This is also when we are most open to suggestion, making it the ideal time for targeted reprogramming. Think of it like this. During the day, your conscious mind is busy with the daily operations of your ship, managing the sails and steering. At night, in deep sleep, the engine room is humming, not just maintaining the machinery, but optimizing it for future journeys. This is precisely what sleep meditation taps into. By using specific audio cues, gentle affirmations, and guided visualizations during these delta wave stages, we can bypass the critical, analytical conscious mind and speak directly to the subconscious. It's like planting seeds in fertile ground. The external sounds and suggestions are the water and sunlight, nurturing the growth of new, positive neural pathways. Consider the concept of neural pathways. Every thought, every belief, every habit creates a pathway in your brain. The more you traverse a particular pathway, the stronger and more ingrained it becomes. This is why old, limiting beliefs about money can feel so unshakable. You've reinforced those pathways thousands, perhaps millions of times. Sleep meditation, however, acts as a gentle but persistent force, creating new pathways. By repeatedly exposing your subconscious to wealth-affirming, abundance mindset principles while you sleep, you begin to forge new connections. These new pathways, when consistently reinforced, will eventually become your default way of thinking and being, overriding the old, scarcity-based programming. Studies in neuroplasticity have shown that even short periods of consistent mental training can lead to measurable changes in brain structure and function. Sleep meditation amplifies this effect. It's not just about listening. It's about the brain's natural healing and learning processes being directed towards your Desired outcome, financial abundance. Once worked with a musician who struggled with severe performance anxiety. His conscious mind knew he was talented, but his subconscious was convinced he would fail. We incorporated a custom sleep meditation designed to rewire his neural pathways for confidence and flow. Within weeks, he reported a dramatic reduction in his anxiety, not because he was trying to suppress it, but because his brain was actively creating new pathways of calm and self-assurance. He wasn't just thinking differently. His brain was wired differently. This is the power we harness. It's about working with your brain's natural biology, not against it. The meditative state, especially during deep sleep, allows for a profound level of cellular and neurological recalibration. It's a gentle, yet incredibly powerful method to embed wealth affirmations and the core principles of prosperity consciousness into the very fabric of your being. You are, quite literally, rewiring yourself for success one night at a time. This is the science behind the magic, the tangible mechanism that makes deep sleep meditation such a potent tool for subconscious reprogramming for money. Chapter 3. Identifying core money beliefs and their spiritual roots. To transmute lead into gold, an alchemist must first understand the nature of lead. Similarly, to transmute scarcity into abundance, we must first understand the nature of our money blocks. These aren't random occurrences. They are the visible symptoms of deeper, often spiritually rooted beliefs. Where do these core money beliefs come from? They are formed over a lifetime, but often the most potent ones are planted in childhood. They can be direct statements: we never have enough, money doesn't grow on trees, or you have to work yourself to death to make a decent living. They can also be absorbed through observation, witnessing parental arguments about finances, observing a scarcity mindset in action, or internalizing societal messages that equate wealth with moral failing. But the spiritual dimension is where these beliefs often gain their tenacious hold. Many of us, particularly those drawn to spiritual paths, grapple with an inner conflict, the desire for financial freedom versus the spiritual teaching that material possessions are secondary, or even a distraction from spiritual growth. This can lead to guilt about wanting money, a subconscious belief that desiring wealth is somehow unspiritual or selfish. This is a profound spiritual guilt about money that many individuals carry. Consider the belief: if I become wealthy, I will lose my spiritual connection. This is a subconscious safeguard born from a misunderstanding of universal principles. It assumes that abundance and spirituality are mutually exclusive, when in reality they can be, and for true fulfillment must be, intertwined. Your capacity for spiritual growth is not diminished by your financial abundance. In fact, it can be amplified when wealth is managed with integrity and used for good. Another common spiritual root is the belief in unworthiness. Perhaps you were taught that you had to earn your blessings, or that you were inherently flawed. This translates into a subconscious feeling that you don't deserve wealth, even if your conscious mind desires it. This is the mirror of worth meditation for wealth concept. You project your inner sense of worth outward, and your financial reality reflects it. If you don't see yourself as worthy of abundance, the universe will often mirror that lack back to you. This is where healing money shame ritual becomes critical. I recall a client who had achieved a significant level of financial success, but she lived in constant fear of losing it all. She attributed this fear to the volatile nature of the markets. However, as we explored her past, she remembered a powerful childhood experience where her family lost their home due to financial hardship. This trauma, coupled with a subsequent religious upbringing that emphasized humility and detachment from worldly goods, created a deep-seated subconscious belief: wealth is temporary and brings suffering. Her spiritual understanding of detachment had been warped into a fear of possession. She wasn't just afraid of losing money. She was afraid of the pain and spiritual vulnerability she associated with it. Her money guilt stemmed from the perceived spiritual transgression of desiring something so inherently worldly. Identifying these core beliefs requires introspection, courage, and a willingness to look beyond the surface. It's about asking yourself, what were the common sayings about money in my childhood home? What emotions do I associate with money? Fear, guilt, anxiety, excitement, freedom. Do I believe that being spiritual means being poor or struggling? Do I feel inherently worthy of receiving abundance? Once identified, these beliefs can be addressed through targeted techniques. The goal isn't to ignore the spiritual aspect, but to understand its true nature. True spirituality is not about rejecting the material world, but about mastering it with consciousness, integrity, and love. It's about recognizing that abundance is a natural expression of divine flow, and that you, as a divine being, are a natural conduit for it. This understanding is the alchemical catalyst for transforming your financial reality. Chapter 4. Preparing the mind and body for deep restorative sleep. To effectively reprogram your subconscious during sleep, we first need to create the optimal internal environment. Think of it as preparing the soil before planting your seeds. If the soil is compacted, dry, or full of weeds, the seeds won't germinate. Similarly, if your mind and body are filled with stress, tension, and unaddressed anxiety, the meditative suggestions won't take root. This preparation begins with a conscious intention. Before you even get into bed, set the intention to use this time for profound transformation, for healing money blocks, and for anchoring millionaire mindset principles. This simple act of setting a clear intention primes your subconscious for the work ahead. It's like telling the captain of your ship exactly where you want to go. Next, we focus on the physical environment. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary for rest. This means ensuring it's dark, quiet, and cool. Light, even a small amount, can disrupt melatonin production, the hormone essential for sleep. So blackout curtains are your allies. Similarly, noise can pull you out of deep sleep stages. Consider earplugs or a white noise machine if your environment is noisy. The ideal temperature for sleep is typically between 60–67 degrees, 15 to 19 degrees. Beyond the environment, consider your pre-sleep routine. It's crucial to wind down. Avoid stimulating activities in the hour or two before bed, especially screens emitting blue light, which tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime. Instead, engage in calming activities. This could include gentle stretching or yoga, releasing physical tension that may be holding emotional energy. Warm bath. Adding Epsom salts can further enhance muscle relaxation. Reading a calming book, fiction or spiritual texts that align with your journey. Journaling. This is particularly powerful for releasing anxieties. Write down any worries or thoughts that are keeping you awake. This acts as a mental decluttering, an emotional ledger of sorts, preventing those thoughts from swirling endlessly in your mind. Mindful breathing exercises. Simple, slow breaths can significantly calm the nervous system. Inhale deeply through your nose, hold for a moment, and exhale slowly through your mouth. I remember a period when I was particularly stressed about a project. My mind was racing and sleep was elusive. I started a ritual of journaling every night before bed. I'd write down 3 things I was grateful for, and then 2 things that were worrying me, followed by 1 potential solution for each worry. This process didn't magically solve my problems, but it organized my thoughts, acknowledged my fears, and shifted my focus to solutions. It was a form of emotional alchemy for money worries, transforming anxiety into a more manageable and productive state. Also, be mindful of your diet in the hours leading up to sleep. Avoid heavy meals, excessive caffeine, or alcohol. These can disrupt sleep cycles and reduce the quality of your rest. The goal of this preparatory phase is to signal to your body and mind that it's time for deep rest and transformation. You are creating a sacred space, both internally and externally, for the alchemical work to unfold. When you approach sleep with this intentionality and preparation, you significantly enhance your ability to receive and integrate the powerful suggestions embedded within the meditation. You are not just falling asleep. You are preparing for a profound inner dialogue with your subconscious, a dialogue that will sculpt your path towards financial abundance. Chapter 5. Guided Relaxation. Entering the Delta Brainwave state. As you settle into your prepared space, let's begin the gentle descent into deep relaxation. This is where the magic truly begins to unfold. We are not trying to force relaxation, we are inviting it, surrendering to it, allowing our bodies and minds to release their grip on the day's tensions. Close your eyes and take a deep, slow breath in through your nose, filling your lungs completely. And as you exhale slowly through your mouth, imagine releasing any tension held in your shoulders, your jaw, your forehead. Let it all go with the out-breath. Another deep breath in, and a long, slow exhale, releasing any residual stress, any lingering worries. Feel your body begin to soften. Feel your muscles relax. Your arms are heavy and relaxed. Your legs are heavy and relaxed. Your entire body is sinking into the comforting support beneath you. As you continue to breathe, simply observe the breath. No need to control it. Just witness its natural rhythm, in and out. Each breath carries you deeper into a state of calm. You are safe. You are supported. You are entering a space of profound peace. Now, I want you to bring your awareness to your feet. Imagine a warm, golden light beginning to pool at the soles of your feet. This light is pure relaxation, pure abundance. It begins to seep into your toes, your arches, your heels, melting away any tension. Feel this warmth and relaxation slowly ascend, moving up your ankles into your calves. Let go of any tightness in your calves. Feel them becoming heavy, soft, and relaxed. This golden light continues its journey, moving up into your knees, releasing any stiffness. Then into your thighs, allowing them to feel heavy and at ease. Your hips soften, releasing any holding. Feel this wave of relaxation moving through your entire lower body, leaving it heavy, peaceful, and deeply relaxed. Now, bring your awareness to your abdomen. As you exhale, let your belly soften. Release any tension you might be holding there. Feel your diaphragm relaxing, allowing for deeper, more effortless breaths. This golden light of relaxation now moves up into your chest, softening your heart space. Feel any tightness around your heart melting away, replaced by a feeling of openness and peace. Continue this gentle ascent. Your shoulders relax, dropping away from your ears. Any tension in your neck releases. Your arms from your shoulders all the way down to your fingertips become heavy, limp, and completely at ease. Your hands rest softly, fingers slightly curled. Finally, bring your awareness to your head. Your jaw softens, your tongue rests gently in your mouth, the muscles around your eyes relax. Your forehead becomes smooth and serene. All the thoughts, all the noise of the day begins to drift away, like clouds in a vast blue sky. You are now entering a state of profound physical relaxation. This is the gateway. As your body relaxes, your brainwave patterns begin to shift. We are gently guiding ourselves toward the delta wave state, the realm of deep sleep, where profound subconscious transformation occurs. Feel yourself sinking deeper, deeper into this state of serene peace. You are not trying to fall asleep. You are simply allowing yourself to be held by the stillness, by the gentle hum of abundance that surrounds you. This is your sacred space, your alchemical chamber, where the seeds of wealth are about to be sown. Chapter 6. Visualization. Envisioning the millionaire identity. As you rest in this state of deep relaxation, it's time to begin the alchemical process of visualization. This is where we actively yet gently paint a new picture for your subconscious, the picture of your abundant, prosperous self. This is not about pretending, it's about embodying, about feeling what it's like to already be the person who naturally attracts wealth. Close your eyes, or maintain them closed if they already are. Bring to mind an image, a feeling, a scene that represents financial freedom to you. What does that look like? What does it feel like? Don't limit yourself by current circumstances. Allow your imagination to soar. Perhaps you see yourself in a beautiful, light-filled home, surrounded by nature. Perhaps you see yourself traveling the world, experiencing new cultures with ease and joy. Maybe you see yourself confidently leading a team, building something meaningful that impacts others. Or perhaps it's simply the feeling of deep peace and security, knowing that your needs are effortlessly met. And you have the resources to live a life of purpose and contribution. Whatever your vision is, I want you to step into it. Don't just observe it, embody it. Imagine yourself fully present in that scene. What are you wearing? What do you see, hear, smell, taste, and touch? Engage all your senses. Now focus on the feeling. What is the dominant emotion in this vision of abundance? Is it peace, joy, security, confidence, gratitude? Allow that feeling to saturate your being. Feel it in your chest, in your solar plexus, in your entire body. This feeling is the energetic signature of your desired reality. Your subconscious responds powerfully to emotion. Now let's specifically cultivate the millionaire mindset. What does a millionaire think like? A millionaire doesn't worry about bills. They think about investments and expansion. They don't dwell on scarcity. They see opportunities everywhere. They don't feel guilt about having money. They feel gratitude and responsibility for its wise stewardship. Imagine yourself as this confident, abundant individual. How do you walk? How do you speak? How do you interact with others? Do you exude calm confidence? Do you approach challenges with curiosity and resilience? Do you feel a profound sense of deserving? I want you to envision yourself making a significant financial decision with absolute certainty and peace. Perhaps it's investing in a new venture, making a large purchase, or generously supporting a cause you believe in. Feel the ease with which you make this decision, the underlying conviction that this is a wise and aligned choice. Feel the natural flow of resources supporting you. This is not reckless spending. This is conscious stewardship of financial energy. Now let's bring in the concept of alchemical worthiness. As you embody this millionaire identity, recognize that this abundance is a natural expression of your inherent worth. You are not earning this worthiness. You are worthy. This wealth is not something external to be acquired, but an outward manifestation of your inner alignment. Feel that deep, unwavering sense of deserving. Let it fill you up completely. You are a divine being, and you are naturally a magnet for all good things, including abundance. Hold this image, this feeling, this embodied identity of the millionaire within you for as long as feels comfortable. Let it imprint itself onto your subconscious. This is not a one-time exercise. It's a continuous reprogramming. Each night as you drift into sleep, you are reinforcing this new blueprint. You are becoming, through visualization and embodiment, the alchemist of your own financial destiny. Chapter 7. Embodiment. Feeling worthy and aligned with abundance. Visualization is powerful, but embodiment is where transformation truly solidifies. It's not enough to see yourself as abundant. You must feel it. This is the alchemical step of integrating the desired state into your very being, making it your felt sense of reality. This is about anchoring your financial worthiness at a cellular level. So as you continue to rest in this state of deep relaxation, I want you to focus on the feeling of abundance. What does it feel like to be worthy? What does it feel like to be aligned with the flow of prosperity? It feels like peace, a deep, unshakable peace that isn't dependent on external circumstances. It's the knowing that you are taken care of, that the universe conspires for your highest good. It feels like freedom, the freedom to choose, the freedom to create, the freedom to be fully yourself without the constraints of financial worry. It's the freedom to pursue your passions, to contribute your unique gifts to the world. It feels like gratitude, an overwhelming sense of thankfulness for all that you have, for all that you are, and for all that is flowing to you. Gratitude is a powerful amplifier of abundance. When you feel grateful for what you have, you signal to the universe that you are ready for more. It feels like confidence, a quiet inner certainty that you are capable, that you are resourceful, and that you are deserving of all the good life has to offer. This confidence isn't arrogance. It's a grounded self-assurance. It feels like flow, like you are moving with the currents of life rather than against them. Challenges arise, but they feel like opportunities for growth, not insurmountable obstacles. You are in sync with the natural rhythm of creation. Now I want you to imagine these feelings: peace, freedom, gratitude, confidence, flow, as golden threads weaving themselves into the fabric of your being. Feel them entering your heart, your lungs, your stomach, your limbs. They are becoming a part of you, a fundamental aspect of your identity. This is the process of abundance identity integration. You are not just adopting a new mindset. You are becoming a new version of yourself, a version that is deeply aligned with prosperity, that naturally attracts wealth because that is its resonant frequency. Consider this: if you are constantly feeling the lack, the anxiety, the unworthiness, you are broadcasting that frequency. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, mirrors back what you broadcast. But when you consistently cultivate and embody the feelings of peace, freedom, gratitude, and confidence associated with abundance, you begin to broadcast a new signal. A signal of readiness, a signal of deserving, a signal of alignment. This is why feeling worthy is so critical. It's not about proving your worth to the universe. It's about recognizing the worthiness that is already inherent within you. Your worthiness is not conditional. It is your birthright. This meditation is designed to help you reclaim that birthright, to dissolve the layers of guilt, shame, and unworthiness that may have accumulated over time. As you embrace these feelings of embodiment, you are creating a powerful energetic resonance. You are becoming a vibrational match for the abundance you seek. This isn't about forceful wanting. It's about gentle being. It's about cultivating the inner state that naturally draws outer results. Continue to feel these sensations of peace, freedom, gratitude, confidence, and flow. Let them permeate every cell of your being. You are already abundant. You are already worthy. Feel it, be it, and the universe will reflect it back to you. Chapter 8, Energetic Transmutation, Transforming Resistance into Flow. One of the most potent alchemical processes we can undertake is energetic transmutation. This is the art of transforming lower vibrational energies, fear, resistance, doubt, guilt, into higher vibrational energies like love, peace, gratitude, and abundance. In the context of wealth, this means consciously shifting our energetic response to financial matters. Think about resistance. Resistance to receiving, resistance to spending, resistance to investing, resistance to even thinking about money in a positive light. This resistance creates energetic blockages, like dams in a river, preventing the natural flow of abundance. When we feel resistance, it's a sign that a limiting belief or a fear is being triggered. The subconscious mind, in its protective mode, is saying, "Danger, avoid this." The first step in transmutation is awareness. Recognize when you are experiencing resistance. Does your stomach clench when you think about investing? Do you feel a pang of guilt when you spend money on yourself? Do you find yourself avoiding conversations about finances? These are all signals of energetic resistance. Once identified, we don't fight the resistance. Fighting it only gives it more power. Instead, we approach it with curiosity and compassion, much like an alchemist would examine a raw material. We acknowledge its presence without judgment. There is resistance here. I feel it in my chest. What is this resistance trying to tell me? Then we begin the process of transmutation. This can be done through several techniques, but in the context of sleep meditation, We're weaving them into the fabric of your subconscious reprogramming. One powerful method is through focused breath and intention. As you identify a feeling of resistance, consciously choose to breathe into it. Imagine your breath is a cleansing golden light. As you inhale, draw that light into the area where you feel the resistance. As you exhale, imagine that light dissolving the tension, softening the blockage, and transforming the resistance into a feeling of openness or peace. Another alchemical tool is forgiveness. Often, our resistance to money stems from past experiences, perceived injustices, or guilt over past financial decisions. Forgiveness, for ourselves and for others, is a profound act of energetic release. It's like clearing out old, stagnant energy to make space for fresh, vibrant flow. In our subconscious reprogramming, we can infuse affirmations that promote self-forgiveness and forgiveness for any perceived wrongdoings related to money. Consider the concept of mirror of worth. If you resist receiving abundance, it's often because you don't feel worthy. The transmutation here involves consciously choosing to believe in your worthiness. Even if it doesn't feel fully real yet, you can begin to practice the feeling of worthiness. This is where embodiment comes in. By consciously cultivating the feelings of peace, gratitude, and confidence, you are already transmuting resistance into flow. I remember working with a community that had a deep-seated historical resistance to any form of financial exchange that felt exploitative. Their ancestors had suffered under oppressive economic systems. When they decided to create a new cooperative venture, the old fears resurfaced, creating immense resistance. We guided them through a process of acknowledging their historical pain, forgiving the perpetrators, both external and internal, and then consciously choosing to embody a new paradigm of sacred commerce, one where exchange is built on mutual respect, value, and shared abundance. They literally transmuted ancestral energetic patterns of resistance into a flow of prosperous, ethical exchange. During this part of your meditation, as you feel any trace of resistance surface, a flicker of doubt, a whisper of guilt, consciously breathe into it. Imagine that resistance is dark, heavy energy, and with your exhale, see that energy transforming into shimmering gold, a symbol of your transformed abundance. You are not just eliminating resistance, you are alchemizing it. You are turning your energetic lead into the gold of prosperity, creating an unobstructed channel for wealth to flow into your life. Chapter 9. Affirmations infused with alchemical metaphors. Affirmations are powerful tools for subconscious reprogramming, but their potency can be amplified when they are infused with the rich symbolism and transformative essence of alchemy. Instead of simply stating facts, alchemical affirmations engage the imagination and speak directly to the soul's innate desire for growth and perfection. Here, we're not just saying, "I am wealthy." We are invoking the principles of transformation, worthiness, and flow. These affirmations are designed to be absorbed deeply during your sleep, acting as gentle directives to your subconscious. Let's begin. As you continue to breathe deeply and relax, allow these affirmations to wash over you, resonating within your being. I am the alchemist of my financial destiny. With every breath, I transmute doubt into divine trust and scarcity into sustainable abundance. So this affirmation connects you to your power as the creator of your reality and highlights the core alchemical process of transmutation. My worthiness is my inherent truth, the pure gold from which all prosperity flows. I release all spiritual guilt about money and embrace my divine right to abundance. This addresses the spiritual root of money blocks, emphasizing inherent worth and releasing guilt, framing wealth as a natural outflow of your being. Like a seed, my financial potential is planted in the fertile soil of my subconscious. I nurture it with intention and trust, and it blossoms into extraordinary wealth. This uses the metaphor of growth and nurturing, highlighting the subconscious as the fertile ground for wealth manifestation. I am a clear vessel, aligned with the universe's infinite flow. Money moves through me with ease, purpose, and grace, transforming into greater well-being for myself and the world. This focuses on alignment and flow, framing money not as something to hoard, but as an energy that moves and transforms, emphasizing contribution. My energy is a magnet for opportunities. I attract wealth not through struggle, but through resonance, attracting aligned ventures and prosperous connections. This emphasizes resonance and attraction, moving away from hustle and towards an energetic alignment with wealth. I embrace the sacred commerce of life. Every exchange is an alchemical process, a co-creation of value that enriches all involved. This reframes financial transactions as sacred, emphasizing the integrity and mutual benefit inherent in aligned commerce. My financial foundation is built on the bedrock of self-love and inner peace. From this solid base, I confidently manifest and steward my growing abundance. This grounds wealth creation in self-love and peace, the true alchemical catalysts for sustainable prosperity. Allow these phrases to echo within you. Don't force them. Simply absorb them. Let them seep into your subconscious, reprogramming your deepest beliefs. Imagine the golden light of these affirmations, infusing every cell, every neural pathway, transforming your energetic blueprint. You are not just hearing words. You are receiving a download of alchemical wisdom. You are reprogramming yourself to be a vibrational match for financial abundance, for prosperity consciousness, and for the deep alignment that defines a truly wealthy life. Let these words become the new foundation upon which your abundant reality is built. Chapter 10. Sacred Ritual, Setting Intentions for Financial Prosperity. Alchemy is not just about understanding principles. It's about the practical application, the sacred rituals that bring those principles into tangible reality. While you sleep, your subconscious is absorbing the reprogramming. But we can further anchor this transformation by consciously setting intentions for financial prosperity as part of your nightly ritual. This is about more than just wishing. It's about dedicating your energy, your focus, and your subconscious work to a specific outcome. It's about aligning your deepest self with your highest financial aspirations. As you prepare for sleep, perhaps after your gentle winding down routine, take a few moments to intentionally focus on your financial goals. You can do this by visualizing your core intention. Revisit the vision you created earlier. See yourself in that state of abundance. What is the essence of that abundance for you? Is it security, freedom to travel, the ability to support loved ones, the capacity to invest in meaningful projects? Clarify the core intention behind your desire for wealth. Articulating your intention, silently or softly, speak your intention. Frame it positively, focusing on what you want to create rather than what you want to avoid. For example, instead of, "I don't want to be poor," say, "My intention is to cultivate a life of effortless financial flow and abundant resources." Or, "My intention is to become a wise steward of wealth, using my resources to create positive impact." Infusing with feeling. As you state your intention, consciously feel the emotions associated with its fulfillment. Feel the peace, the gratitude, the confidence. This emotional charge is what gives your intention power. It's not just a thought. It's a felt experience that your subconscious can latch onto. Sacred space. If you have a small altar or a dedicated corner for spiritual work, you might place a symbolic item there, perhaps a gold-colored coin, a clear quartz crystal known for amplifying energy, or a beautiful image that represents prosperity to you. Acknowledge this space as a point of focus for your intentions. Gratitude practice. Before you drift off, take a moment to offer sincere gratitude for what you already have, and for the abundance that is flowing to you. Gratitude is a powerful catalyst for attracting more. Thank the universe, thank your subconscious mind for its work, thank yourself for engaging in this process. I found that even a simple, Heartfelt thank you, universe, for the abundance that flows to me and through me. My intention is to grow this abundance with wisdom and integrity, spoken with genuine feeling, can be incredibly potent. It's the sincerity and the emotional resonance that matter most. This ritual acts as a bridge between your conscious desire and your subconscious reprogramming. It's a way of saying, this is what I am focused on. This is what I am aligning my energy towards. It's a conscious act of co-creation with the universe. By consistently setting these clear, emotionally charged intentions, you are directing the powerful work of your subconscious mind towards manifesting your financial prosperity. This is not about control, but about conscious collaboration. You are a divine co-creator, and this ritual is your sacred pact with the abundance that is your birthright. Chapter 11. Navigating the inner conflict between spirituality and wealth. For many souls on a spiritual path, the idea of actively pursuing wealth can feel complicated. There's a deeply ingrained narrative, often perpetuated within certain spiritual circles, that material wealth is somehow antithetical to spiritual growth. It's the idea that to be truly enlightened, one must be detached from worldly possessions, or even live in a state of humble poverty. This, my friends, is a profound misunderstanding of universal principles, and it creates a significant internal conflict that sabotages financial abundance. Let's be clear. Spirituality is not about rejecting the material world. It's about mastering it with consciousness, integrity, and love. It's about recognizing that the divine is not separate from the material, but inherent within it. Wealth, when earned ethically, stewarded wisely, and used for good, can be a powerful force for positive impact in the world. It can fund spiritual endeavors, support communities, and allow individuals the freedom to dedicate their lives to their highest purpose. The conflict arises when we internalize the belief that wanting wealth is inherently greedy or unspiritual. This often stems from a misinterpretation of spiritual teachings, or from observing those who have pursued wealth at the expense of their integrity or well-being. But we are not those individuals. We are alchemists, seeking to integrate all aspects of life, the spiritual and the material, into a harmonious whole. This inner conflict creates an energetic dissonance. Your conscious mind might desire prosperity, but your subconscious, influenced by these spiritual rules, feels guilt or shame about that desire. It's like trying to steer your ship towards abundance while simultaneously anchoring yourself with the heavy chain of spiritual obligation to remain poor. This is a key reason why many spiritual finance practitioners feel stuck. How do we navigate this? First, we must challenge the limiting belief that spirituality and wealth are mutually exclusive. Recognize that the universe is abundant. This abundance is not a finite resource that one person's gain must be another's loss. There is enough for everyone. Your capacity to receive and steward wealth does not diminish your spiritual connection. It can actually enhance it, providing you with more resources and opportunities to serve and contribute. Second, redefine wealth. Wealth is not just about accumulating money. It's about having enough resources, financial, emotional, physical, spiritual, to live a full, meaningful, and impactful life. It's about the freedom to pursue your purpose, to care for your loved ones, and to contribute to the world in ways that align with your soul's calling. When you see wealth in this broader, more holistic sense, its pursuit becomes a spiritual endeavor in itself. Third, practice sacred commerce. This means engaging in all financial transactions, earning, spending, investing, with consciousness, integrity, and a sense of service. When your financial activities are aligned with your spiritual values, the conflict dissolves. You can earn money by doing work you love, knowing that your contribution is valuable and that you are justly compensated. You can spend money on things that bring you joy and support your well-being, knowing that you are honoring yourself. You can invest money in ways that align with your values and contribute to a better world. I once spoke with a healer who was brilliant at her craft, but struggled to charge what she was worth. She felt that charging too much was unspiritual, a form of exploitation. We worked on reframing her perspective. Her healing gifts were invaluable, and by charging a fair rate, she was not only valuing her own energy and expertise, but also ensuring that she could continue to offer her services sustainably, allowing her to impact more lives. She learned to see her pricing not as a barrier, but as a form of energetic exchange, a sacred ritual that honored both giver and receiver. This shift allowed her to overcome the spiritual guilt about money and thrive financially. Embracing both spirituality and wealth is not a contradiction. It is a mastery. It is the alchemical integration of the divine within the material. By consciously choosing to believe that abundance is a spiritual principle and that you are worthy of experiencing it fully, you dissolve this inner conflict. You allow yourself to be a powerful conduit for both spiritual wisdom and material prosperity, harmonizing the two and stepping into your full, abundant potential. Chapter 12. Releasing Guilt and Unworthiness with Forgiveness Practices. Guilt and unworthiness are perhaps the most insidious money blocks. They are the unseen anchors that drag down our vibrational frequency, making it nearly impossible for abundance to flow. These feelings often stem from past actions, perceived failures, or the internalization of societal judgments about wealth. Forgiveness is the alchemical key that unlocks these anchors, allowing us to ascend into a state of deserving. The process begins with acknowledging any guilt you might carry. This could be guilt about money you spent frivolously, money you didn't earn, money you feel you should have made, or even guilt about desiring wealth in the first place. Be honest with yourself, without judgment. You are not trying to condemn yourself. You are simply bringing these buried emotions into the light so they can be healed. When you identify a source of guilt, the alchemical practice is to offer forgiveness. This is not about condoning past actions, but about releasing yourself and others from the energetic burden they carry. Forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself, a way to reclaim your energetic freedom. Consider a forgiveness ledger, an exercise where you mentally or physically write down the instances of guilt. For each instance, you can then consciously choose to forgive. This could be framed as, I forgive myself for specific action feeling, because I now understand that I was doing the best I could with the knowledge and resources I had at the time. Or, I forgive person for their perceived wrongdoing, as they too were operating from their own level of understanding and programming. This is especially crucial when it comes to the spiritual guilt about money we discussed earlier. Many of us have been subtly or overtly taught that desiring wealth is a form of spiritual failing. The guilt associated with this desire can be immense. The act of forgiveness here is about forgiving yourself for having these desires, for wanting a life of ease and abundance, for believing that you are worthy of it. You are forgiving yourself for being human and for having the natural desire for growth and fulfillment that abundance can represent. Unworthiness is closely linked to guilt, but it's more about a deep-seated belief that you are fundamentally flawed or not deserving of good things. This can manifest as self-sabotage, an inability to accept compliments or help, or a constant feeling of needing to prove yourself. To address unworthiness, we turn to practices that cultivate self-love and affirmation of your inherent value. The mirror of worth meditation is a powerful tool here. During your sleep meditation, you can consciously connect with the idea of your intrinsic worth. Imagine a mirror reflecting back to you a perfect, radiant version of yourself, a version that is loved, accepted, and deeply deserving of all the good the universe has to offer. As you gaze into this mirror, affirm your worthiness. I am inherently worthy of abundance. My worth is not tied to my achievements or my possessions. I deserve financial peace, security, and freedom. I am a divine being, and my worth is immeasurable. I had a client who, after a series of business failures, felt a profound sense of unworthiness. She believed she had fundamentally failed at life. During our work, we focused on a healing money shame ritual. We didn't just try to affirm wealth. We worked on dismantling the belief system that linked her worth to her financial success. She began to journal about her strengths, her contributions, and moments of joy and connection, separate from any financial context. Gradually, she began to see that her value as a human being was constant, regardless of her bank balance. This shift in perspective, fueled by forgiveness and self-affirmation, was the alchemical catalyst for her to rebuild her financial life from a place of true empowerment. As you embrace these forgiveness practices and affirmations of worthiness, you are clearing the energetic debris that has been blocking your abundance. You are reclaiming your divine birthright to experience prosperity. This is not about erasing the past, but about transforming its energetic imprint so that you can move forward, unburdened and radiant, into a future of abundant creation. Chapter 13. Anchoring the new wealth identity in daily life. The sleep meditation is a powerful tool for subconscious reprogramming, but true alchemical transformation is sustained and anchored in your daily life. It's about integrating the shifts that occur during your sleep into your waking consciousness, ensuring that the seeds sown in the subconscious continue to grow and flourish. This is how you solidify your new wealth identity. Think of the sleep meditation as a profound internal cleaning and recalibration. You've removed the old patterns and planted new seeds. Now you need to tend to that garden. This involves consciously bringing the principles and feelings cultivated during your sleep into your everyday actions and mindset. So, how do you do this anchoring? Morning affirmation and intention. As soon as you wake up, before the day's demands pull you in a million directions, take a moment to reconnect with your new wealth identity. You can do this by briefly recalling the feelings of peace, confidence, and worthiness you cultivated. Say a short, powerful affirmation that resonates with you, perhaps one from our alchemical list. For example, I am aligned with abundance. My day unfolds with inspired action and prosperous opportunities. This sets the tone for your entire day. Reinforcing the new programming. Mindful financial interactions. Whether you're making a purchase, paying a bill, or reviewing your finances, approach these interactions with consciousness and gratitude. Instead of seeing them as mundane chores or sources of stress, view them as opportunities to practice your alchemical principles. When you spend money, do so with intention and appreciation for the value it brings. When you receive money, acknowledge it with gratitude and recognize its potential for growth and contribution. This is practicing sacred commerce in its simplest form. Inspired action. True abundance is not passive. While sleep meditation does the heavy lifting of subconscious reprogramming, your waking life is where you take inspired action. This is not the frantic hustle mindset, but rather acting from a place of inner alignment and clear intuition. Pay attention to the subtle nudges, the synchronicities, the opportunities that arise. When an idea feels exciting and aligned with your purpose, follow it. This is your subconscious guiding you towards your goals in the tangible world. Gratitude. Journaling. Continue the practice of gratitude journaling. Make it a daily habit to write down things you are thankful for, especially those related to your financial well-being and your sense of worthiness. This practice consistently reinforces a positive financial outlook and attracts more reasons to be grateful. Mindful consumption of information. Be conscious of the information you consume. Limit exposure to news or social media content that emphasizes scarcity, fear, or negativity around money. Instead, seek out uplifting stories, educational resources that align with your growth, and communities that foster abundance. Embodying worthiness in small ways. Look for small opportunities throughout the day to practice embodying your worthiness. This could be saying yes to an opportunity you might have previously shied away from, setting a boundary that honors your energy, or treating yourself to something small that brings you joy, not as a reward, but as an expression of self-love. I remember a client who had transformed her mindset during sleep meditations, but in her daily life, she still felt a nagging sense of scarcity when looking at her bank balance. We worked on consciously integrating the feeling of abundance into her daily interactions. She started small, by consciously appreciating the richness of her morning coffee, the comfort of her home, or the beauty of a flower. By anchoring the feeling of abundance in these small, everyday moments, she began to shift her subconscious programming from scarcity to overflow, making her waking life a more potent reinforcement of her sleep work. Anchoring your new wealth identity is about creating a consistent resonance between your inner world and your outer actions. It's about living your abundance, not just thinking about it. Each conscious choice, each grateful thought, each inspired action reinforces the alchemical transformation that began in your sleep. You are not just becoming a millionaire. You are becoming the alchemist of your abundance, masterfully creating a life of lasting prosperity. Outro, awakening as the alchemist of your abundance. And so, we arrive at the culmination of our alchemical journey tonight. As you transition from this deep state of subconscious reprogramming and conscious intention, you are not returning to where you were. You are awakening as a transformed being, an alchemist of your own abundance. The work we have done together, the understanding of subconscious programming, the science of sleep meditation, the identification of spiritual roots of money blocks, the preparation for deep rest, the guided relaxation into the delta wave state, the powerful visualization of your millionaire identity, the embodiment of worthiness and alignment, the transmutation of resistance into flow, the infusion of alchemical affirmations, the setting of sacred intentions, the navigation of the inner conflict between spirituality and wealth, the release of guilt and unworthiness through forgiveness, and the anchoring of your new identity in daily life. All of this culminates in your awakening. You have planted seeds of prosperity in the most fertile ground of your being. You have begun to rewire your neural pathways for wealth. You have transmuted the old energies of scarcity and doubt into the radiant gold of abundance and self-love. Remember this: abundance is not something you acquire. It is something you become. It is a state of being, a vibrational resonance. By consistently engaging in this practice, by consciously choosing to embody the alchemist within you, you are becoming that state. Continue to nurture this practice. Let each night be an opportunity for deeper transformation. Let each day be an opportunity to live your abundance, to act from a place of worthiness, and to steward your resources with consciousness and integrity. The journey of the alchemist is one of continuous refinement, of turning what appears as base metal into pure gold. Your financial reality is your canvas, and your subconscious mind, when guided by intention and wisdom, is your most powerful brush. As you transition back to full awareness, carry with you the profound peace, the unwavering confidence, and the deep sense of worthiness that you have cultivated. You are now equipped not just to attract wealth, but to live a life of true, sustainable abundance, a life where your material prosperity is a natural, beautiful expression of your spiritual holicity. This is Elias Vance, reminding you the greatest wealth you will ever own is the knowledge of who you truly are. Go forth, alchemist, and create your abundant reality.